let's get stuff set up. Start up my Air Manager. What's it doing here? Oops. Nope. Number 3. There we go. All right, let's get some power on.
TOS system test. Okay.
Get our fuel on. Selector on. Let's pop out a few of these things. Get my instruments set up. All right, we got that set up. So let's see. Now we'll get these all cut on over here. Get the parking brake cut on. Pop over here. Let's close the door. All right, and then let's fire it up. Got this on auto. Oh, let's get our throttles down here. All right, let's give it a little bit of gas. There we go. Now let's go up here and let's hit the starter. Let's go back down here and look at this. Wait until our NG gets up to about 13. Here it is, 13. There we go. All right, while we're down here looking at this, let's get our bleed on. Let's cut our autopilot on. Cut our lights on. All right, master caution is on because we have no pitot heat. Now pitot heat's on, master caution goes off. All right, now let's go ahead and get some ATIS information in here so we can start this. Flight planning. Let's see. Flight tools. PANC. What we have here for ATIS 2993 on the barometer. 2993 on the barometer. We'll go ahead and update this one as well. All right, 2993. Let's go ahead and connect to the VATSIM network. All right, and the call sign we're going to use today is going to be FedEx 2056 on the VATSIM network. Connect. click on mode C. Let's take a look at our flight plan. Let's go ahead and fetch it from the server. Went ahead and fetched it. Change our registration number to FDX2056. And all right. Save it. File it. Alright, does not look like we have any VATSIM controllers online, but we are going to go ahead and be online. Let me switch. There we go. Get over on Unicom. Alright, now let's go ahead and get our flight plan programmed in here. Let me go ahead and pop my live stream up just so I can adjust this and make sure you guys can see everything that you should be seeing there, like that. All my controls. Let's adjust that down. See the throttle. There you go. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and while we're here, let's go ahead and set our minimums. We're going to set our minimums for 200 feet. Minimums, parametric, 200 feet. Enter. All right. That's the only thing that we need to do now. Let's go ahead and switch over to our MFD. Let's go ahead and do our flight plan. Our origin is going to be P, A, N, C. And we hit enter. And I may need to move this just a little bit. Just a little bit. I made that a little too big. I'm just gonna move, adjust that just a little bit. All right, that's good enough, I reckon. All right, destination. All right, our destination today, we pulled up our FedEx load sheet here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our FedEx load sheet. And we're being dispatched to Kenai, P-A-T-N, so that's going to be Papa, Alpha, Echo, November. All right, that's Kenai. And our going to add a waypoint in here because we've got one Echo, November, Alpha. All right, that's our one waypoint. All right, right there. And let's go back to. Let's go to here. We'll set our 2200, which is default for IFR, even though we're technically not going to be, we're probably VFR more than anything. So Kenai, there we go. That's going to be a pretty straight shot down there. If I look at this, that's where we're going, right there. Just a short little flight. Look at that, about 50 nautical miles. So, Probably come out of here. I'm just going to roll down here to the end of 15 and take right off on 15. So let's go ahead and do that. Jump over to our flight plan. All right. All right, if I pop up nav graph, you guys can see that. Right, there's our flight right there. And you can also see it here from Sim Toolkit Pro. If I come over here and I do my flight summary, there we go. So we got a little bit of weather in there too, as you can see. But we should make a quick flight down there, maybe a quick flight back. We'll see what happens. But let's go ahead and rock and roll and get this show on the road. Okay, we don't have anybody here. What we're going to do is we're just going to turn around right here. All right, so we're going to kick our parking brake off. Turn the taxi light on, turn all our lights on, and let's turn this beast around right here. By the way, today is FedEx Friday, so we are flying our purple tail. There you go. That's what we're flying today. Oh, the one thing I didn't do is I didn't start my ACARS program. I need to do that real quick. There's a little program called ACARS that records your, that's the parking brake, that records my flight for FedEx. The part, PANC, arrive, PAEN, so I get credit for the flight. Altitude. Probably just fly about 8,000 feet today. And there we go. Main start. Alright, start ACARS. Let's go. Alright, now let's get the show on the road. Now let's go ahead and kick off our parking brake. inertial separator on. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Turn the inertial separator on. Basically what that does is that closes off a vent on the front of the turbine engine so that we don't suck any debris in there while we're taxiing. We don't want to damage the engine. I do not need this entire runway, but what I am going to do is I am going to take the entire runway as a courtesy to any other aircraft that are here, because they may be taken off on 7 or 25. Alright, while we're doing this, let's go ahead and jump out here to an external view. Let's check our control surfaces. Rudder pedals working, yep. Ailerons, yep, ailerons are working. Elevators working. Alright, looks like our control surfaces are good. Still not working, huh, Preacher? I don't know why it's not showing the plan. I'll have to... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I see something that's not working. Dashboard. Alright, so now you see the flight information up at the top. I just enabled that. And why does it not want to show what the plan is? There is a plan. Because, alright, so there is a plan. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to go ahead and set the parking brake and master caution. Master warning is going to come on. Let me go ahead and reset that so we don't have to listen to that. First off, let me jump over here and just let me look at the outside. Anybody behind us? Nope, nobody behind us. Alright, let's go jump back inside. Now, let me bring this up. And this, okay, so I do have a plan. If I look at it, flight planning. So it's loaded up, it's right here. This is my plan. It's there. It shows it. Why that is not there? Update currently active. See, it says it's active even. It says update currently active flight. So if I go at my streaming tools, show flight phase, call sign, air times, airspeed, network registration. Alright, flight tools. Wind calculator, live flight sim data. Alright, so you're seeing this aircraft information. Let me look at, let me turn this off for a second. Microsoft Flight Simulator. VATSIM live streaming, let's see. New flight summary, hover sidebar, auto flight completion, setup wizard, passive logging, dashboard, live map. Flight plan. Yeah, that's really odd. I don't know why it's not. I just clicked on update again. Try it again. See if it. Nope. I don't know. I don't know why it's not doing that. I'm gonna have to look into that. There's no reason why it should not display the plan. But I wonder if any of those are actually working. What if you said pound exclamation point predict and then space and then like minus 100? Does that work? Well, you got to spell predict right. And it's just exclamation point. You don't need the pound in there. I did say pound, but you don't need the pound. It's exclamation point predict. Yeah, so that worked. So those commands are working. What that basically said is that you predict that I'm going to land at around 100 feet a minute. So you can predict however hard or soft you think I'm going to land. That's what that's for. So those commands are in fact working, but why the plan is not, I'll have to go and take a look at it. All right, so here goes the show. So we're going to go ahead and take off. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Anchorage traffic, FedEx 2056, holding short of runway 15 for southbound departure, Kenai. All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll out here. Get my flaps down. Go over here. Turn my inertial separator off. Don't need that anymore. Anchorage traffic, FedEx 2056, taking off, runway 15, southbound departure. All right, here we go. Let's roll it out. Got our flaps in. Airspeed is live. Get back over here on the center line of the runway. 80, 90. Let's rotate. All right, positive rate of climb. Landing gear coming up. Yaw damper on, nav on, autopilot on. Set our altitude to 8,000. So vertical speed up, 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 up. case, let's set our heading mode, or heading bug, to our course. Oh man, are you serious? 2400? No. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. I'll do a prediction. My prediction is 150. All right, 45 nautical miles to ENA, Echo November Alpha, and that's just shy of Kenai. Actually, I'm going to set our altitude to 7,500. That is more appropriate for the flights, for the direction of travel. Nice day in Alaska today. Let's take a look outside of what we got going on here. Down to about 33 nautical miles to ENA. This is going to be a quick flight. It's going to be really quick. As a matter of fact, I'll probably make a turn. I'll probably land here, refile the flight plan, and then turn around and come back. slight tailwind, 4 knots. Pretty close. About 26.5 nautical miles, just about to the 25 nautical mile bar on the MFD there. To ENA, Echo November Alpha. So if we, let's go look at our chart. And let's go look at the airport info there for Kenai. All right, so Kenai Airport, we'll be coming in on, I guess, 20 right? Well, look, 20 left is a 1,980-foot gravel runway. So we'll come in on 20 right. Let's look at the approach here. So the heading that we're going to want to come in on is 196 degrees. And essentially when we get to Freedy, we're going to want to be at 1,400 feet. So we can go ahead and the ILS is 108.9. Right, and let's see, that's about all we need to do, except for the go around. I mean, if we're going to do a go around, we're not going to do a go around. The weather is clear. All right, so that looks pretty good. Let's go back home, and let's go here to NavCom. Let's go to audio and radios. Let's go to Nav1. And let's set the Nav1 frequency to 108.90. 108.90. Transfer. All right, so we do have it picked up, and we're about 17 nautical miles away. So let's go ahead and start working on this then, right? Let's go ahead and pull this back. Let's go ahead and take our altitude. Let's set our altitude down to, let's see, we'll go down to 2,500. We're about 12 nautical miles out. Nah, we don't need it yet. Let's get our MFD back up here. All right. And there's Kenai right out there in front of us. You can see it right off our nose. We're about 12.2 nautical miles. Go ahead and drop the gear, reduce our speed down a little bit. And go ahead and kick the autopilot off. Let's go ahead and fly this in. this over here on our approach a little bit better. Alright, we're just about on our glide slope, and we'll start turning here towards the airport in a minute. And there we go. As you can see, the green bar is coming in. And there it is. Yaw damper off. Another notch of flaps in. Increase our airspeed a little bit. Alright, gear down, 3 green, flaps down all the way, airspeed 84 knots, suggested 85, so we're doing pretty good. We're at 85 now. Got a little 8-knot headwind. We're on our glide slope, speed looks good, everything looks good. 154. I said 150. It was 154, and I said 150. How's that? All right, clean up our aircraft. Ha! Yeah, well, you went way over. All right, let's see. Nope, I can't exit here. Or can I? All right, that was a pretty quick flight, right? 43 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and run over here to the parking area. And I'm going to set up for a return. Put me back in Anchorage. All right, we're going to hold up right there. I'm going to set my parking brake, and I'm going to close out this flight in FedEx A cars. Let me squelch this, master warning. All right, let me go ahead and stop, and let me log the flight report. All right, and then let me come over here. Let me go to my weight and balance. Let me add a little bit of fuel. Right, and let me add some payload. Let's add some weight to the plane. Let's bring some cargo back, right? Let's bring back some cargo with us. About 70%. That looks pretty good. 70%. All right, throw in a little more fuel in there. All right, that looks pretty good. We'll do that. All right, so now let me come over here. Let me go to my dispatch and let me set this up real quick. PAEN PANC. Right, and let me do a downlink. Uh-oh. Guess what? My mouse is dead. I need a battery. There we go. Yay, mouse is back. All right. All right, let me do a downlink here. See what our altimeter looks like. All right, 29906. All right, so I'll do that. 29906. We'll get that set up. And let's go back in here and let's adjust the flight. Let's see. We'll do this so you guys can see what's going on. All right, here we go. So now we're going to come back over here to our multifunction display. We're going to come over here to our flight plan, and we're going to let's see, flight plan options, delete flight plan, delete all waypoints in the flight plan, go back home, go to our flight plan, add an origin, right, and our origin is going to be P, A, E, N. All right, let me enter that, and we're going to add a destination, and our destination is going to be Anchorage. That's P, A, N, C. All right, and it says Ted Stevens, so we're going to enter that. We're just going to go direct when we fly there, and we will probably land on like 7 left. All right, so we'll go ahead and do that. We're not going to have any waypoints in there. We'll just do a direct flight. And for our chart, let's do info, P, A, N, C, just so we have everything here brought up. Ted Stevens, all right, arrival, approach, ILS 7 left, all right. So that's that right there, and that's going to bring us across Fire Island and the localizer. Let me do this, zoom in here. We're going to want to be at about 1,600 feet when we get to Weeby. All right, and be at 109.9 is going to be the localizer. So first off here, let's go ahead and set our barometer to 2.96. All right, that's that one. We're going to set our other barometer on our Garmin unit 2.96. All right, that's that. We will set our altitude. Set our altitude to 6,000 feet. All right, and we got our chart. We can actually go over here and go back to our map, and we can take a look at our route over here as we approach Anchorage. I'll set it on the 25 nautical mile mark, and we will set our nav mode to FMS, and we will come over here and start our ACARS. Whoops. And stop. No. Stop. Yes. Dispatch. I want to, I guess I didn't put that in there. PA&C. There we go. Now it's down like that. Why is it telling me that it's going to arrive me there? All right. Uno momento. FedEx. Let's do a Go PA and C. Why is it not letting me? Press to confirm. All right, now let's see if it lets me do it. PA and C. There it is. Now let me do it. All right, PANC is 2993 actually. All right, so when I get in the air, I'm gonna have to change that. So let me come over here to main. Let me go ahead and start this. All right, there we go. Got it. Okay, I got my flight plan dispatched from FedEx. All right, now let's go ahead and get out here. We got A cars started up. We got over 1,000 pounds of FedEx packages from Kenai. Gonna be taking them into Anchorage. Let's go ahead and oh, we got a little bush plane right here. Look at that. Little bush plane wants to take off. It'll be number 2 behind him. I do see a little bit of that weather moving in that we were seeing before. Maybe we'll get up here before it jams us up. Oops. He parked. I was following him to a parking spot. I need to go around him and go down here. Or he's at the fuel. That's where he went. He went to go get fuel. Right there. It's at the fuel pump. Yeah, nice little bush plane, little bush wheels, big bouncy tires. All right, we still have that same wind, right? So we're gonna go down here. We're gonna take off the way we landed. up on the inertial separator. All right, we have we got a little bit of weight to us pulling out of here. So I'm going to use every bit of this runway. Every bit of it. I'm even going to go down here and use this little bit extra. We'll see how we do, because I've never taken off from this airport. Never been here before. Temperatures are good outside. Kenai traffic, FedEx 2056 will be departing runway 20 right with a right turn, heading out north to Anchorage. FedEx 2056. All right, let's get some takeoff flaps in. Nobody's coming. Get lined up over here on the runway. And let's see, stick the brakes on here real quick, take our heading indicator, line it up on the runway in the direction that we're going. All right, and flaps are down, everything looks good. Get that, we've got our altitude set. Let's back out the range on our map here a little bit so we can see what's going on. We'll do a right turn over to water and come back out and do that. All right, so here we go. Let's go. Give it the juice. Torque up to 100%. And all the gauges are in the green. They all look good. All right, airspeed is live. We're at 60, 70, 80. 90, she should want to rotate here. Positive rate of climb, gear coming up. All right, flaps going up. Alright, gonna make our right turn out over the water. Yaw dampers on. Runway's behind us, off to the right. Alright, vertical speed mode on. Set our rate of climb to about 1,200 feet per minute. Alright, there's the airport right there. We don't have any traffic out here. Go ahead and hit the autopilot, hit nav mode. Catch us on our course. Alright, the radar looks good. What you're seeing there is those greens and those reds. That's altitude, virtual altitude from the radar, and what we are seeing, those reds, we would hit those. We're at an altitude that's not high enough to clear them, so we don't want to see any red on our flight path. And it all looks good. Alright, gears up, flaps are up. Turning, getting back out on our heading now. Outside air temperature 40 degrees. Got my pitot heat on. Our flight plan is going to look like that. Just the same thing as what we flew down here. Exactly the same, except we're going back to Anchorage. Oh, let me pop my airplane on there. There you go. Put a mark. There it is. Just pop the marker up where we are, so you can see that we just left. Some of the weather's dissipated, although it moved a little bit closer, as you can see there. I can also pull weather up on the MFD here, and it will show it. It will show some weather on there. I am flying with live weather. Got a little 3-knot wind coming out of about 352, 351, 352. It's not bad. And there is no traffic within 12 nautical miles of us, so that looks good. Although there is some traffic when we approach Anchorage. So if I adjust my zoom here, there you go. You can see some traffic appeared on the map there. Alright, readjust my heading bug. Just in case. To my course of 025. Alright, going to go ahead and reset my barometer 29903, which is what it was for PANC. All right, if we look at our chart, we got 109.9. So I'll go ahead and bump that into our nav radio over here. guys can see that. Here it is. 10990, and then we'll enter that, and then I'll come back over here and we'll transfer that over. You can kind of see just how quick this is. We just took off. We're already almost halfway. So it's a pretty quick flight. Kenai to Anchorage and back. Oh, Giorgio, hey, how you doing? I love the TBM myself. I really do like it. It is so pretty. Jump back in here. Yeah, just doing a quick little trip. Flew out of PANC, Anchorage, ran down to Kenai, picked up a little over 1,000 pounds, about 1,100 pounds worth of FedEx packages, and I'm bringing them back to Anchorage. That's going to be my little flight tonight on FedEx Friday. As always, proudly displaying the purple tail. I love it. And it's pretty good. Oh yeah, hauling the load. Got to do it every Friday. And this is a pretty quick little trip too. We were just talking about that. Throw Navigraph up there. Have only been in the air for maybe like about 15 minutes, 18 minutes, I guess maybe. Oh, tomorrow's event should be fun. It should be fun. I still haven't watched those videos yet, but I am going to watch the videos probably right after this. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Hosting my stream. That's awesome. But I'm gonna watch the videos and then I'm gonna do a little bit of practicing in the 320. But what I'm gonna do right now is pay attention to what I'm doing, because I'm gonna come down on my altitude to about 2,000 feet and back off my throttle here a little bit. Probably go over to heading mode. Change my heading a little bit, cruise myself over here to Fire Islands, and probably land on 7 left over here. I got a little bit of traffic out in front of me. I see some traffic off to the left as well on my TCAS system over here. Let me adjust my heading a little bit. Bring my altitude down a little bit more. Jump over here to VATSIM since we don't have a controller. Let me make a call real quick. Anchorage traffic FedEx 2056 will be entering base for runway 7 left. Anchorage. I think that other traffic is out there. He's descending too. He's out there about 8 nautical miles. Let's pop out here. Let's get a little bit of a view. Yeah, I see him, but I don't see him. I saw some traffic over there landing on 07 left. Go ahead and slow this down a little bit. Pop me some landing gear down. Got me my 3 reds. Come on, my greens. There you go. 3 green. I'm going to go ahead and kick the autopilot off at this point. Oh, come on. Give me a... Anchorage traffic FedEx 2056. We are turning for final on runway 07 left. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, Giorgio. 1600 Zulu. We'll catch you. I'm gonna try to catch you on that first flight. If not, then I'll catch you on the later flight. But I appreciate it much. Thank you, sir. Anchorage traffic FedEx 2056. We are on final for runway 07 left. All right, that sounds good. I actually look forward to it. Thank you. And see you. Thanks for coming by. All right, we're in the white arc, so I went ahead and dropped in a notch of flaps. And go ahead and drop in my second notch of flaps. Throw in a little more power. Anchorage traffic FedEx 2056. We are on short final for runway 07 left. Anchorage. I'm surprised we don't have a VATSIM controller in here today. Last Friday we had one. Oh, look. Do I have traffic down here on the runway? Looks like I got a couple of aircraft. Oh, they're pulling forward. It's gonna be clear. All right, airspeed 25 or 85 knots. That looks good. We got our flaps down, landing gears down, 3 green and locked. On the glide slope. Man, I'm telling you, these Logitech rudder pedals are squirrely. They are squirrely as can be. Anchorage traffic, FedEx 2056. We are clear of the active runway. Taxiing over to FedEx. All right, we're clear of the active. We made it down to the ground. Here we go. Let's clean the airplane up. Let's get our flaps up. All right, let's come over here. For those that are interested, we can come over here. We can, let's take a look at this first. Yep, we got reversers on. There you go, reversers are off. All right, let's come back over here and let's get rid of this. Let's go to our map and let's go ahead and zoom in. I know where FedEx is, but we'll zoom in for you guys so you can see it here. We're gonna go straight. We're going to turn left right here at this taxiway. And then we're gonna follow it down.
Anchorage, Alaska, 7001 taxi, runway 33 left, Anchorage.
All right, we're going to check nobody's coming from the left and nobody's coming from the right. So we're going to go ahead and get on our taxiway here. You guys can kind of see there. Under them, I don't know if there's a screw or if it's going to be like an adjustment that I need to make in the software. Not sure, Preacher. And I had to put the brakes on there for that truck.
Anchorage, Alaska, 7000, running runway 3394, Anchorage.
All right, as you can see by looking at our map, this is the taxiway that we want, the turn that we want to make for our taxiway. Right. right here. This one. As you can see, we're coming up on it right there. All right, Preacher, you guessed 174. What was it? 197? Wow, that's more than I thought. It didn't seem like I was really doing that. I thought I was going much slower than that. And we make this long trek down here to the end to FedEx, where we will park and let them unload us. Yeah, I don't need the landing lights on. I'll put the taxi ones on. Almost there. Your spine hurts. Well, since there's no passengers on here, somebody must have shoved you in a box. That's why your spine hurts. All right, here's FedEx. If you look hard enough, way at the far end of that white building that's right in front of us, it actually says FedEx on there. And I believe all the cargo containers have FedEx on them as well. All right, looks like we're going to be able to pick the first spot. Yeah, all the boxes say FedEx on them. Pull up a little bit more. And stop right there and kick on the parking brake. Silence the master for a parking brake. Let's take a look outside real quick, see where we are. Looks good, looks good. We'll go ahead and get them to unload our boxes. Go ahead and shut this shutter down. Alright, get our bleed turned off. Silence our alarms here. Alright guys, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for joining me on yet another FedEx Friday. Every Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time, I will do a FedEx flight out of my hub. I fly with the virtual FedEx organization, and I'm assigned to the Anchorage hub, and I will fly something out of the Anchorage hub, one of the actual FedEx flights. So today it was the actual FedEx flight from Anchorage down to Kenai, and we did the return. We went down there and back. Last week we did another one, but we do several. So Fairbanks, Juneau, Kenai, basically all over the place. So you get to see a little bit of Alaska. We fly real weather, so this is live weather, and this is what it looks like there right now. So we got a little bit of sun, and we can see what's going on. Did a nice little flight, and we do it with all realism turned on with our FedEx colored TBM 930. But I appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping by. Join us again on Wednesday when I continue my leg, my next leg on my around the world journey. I'm also flying a TBM in the special 76 Fighter Squadron fighter colors. We are flying around the world, and we're in Canada now, working our way up towards Greenland. We'll be flying from Toronto to Quebec on our next flight on Wednesday. You can come out and fly with us and join us if you want. If not, you can just sit and watch us. It's all good. We enjoy it either way, and we want to have a good time and see some stuff. So unfortunately for right now, because we do fly live weather and everything as close to realistic as possible, even on the VATSIM network, so we have air traffic controllers helping us with our IFR flights. The East Coast right now, when I fly APM, it's dark, so we're not seeing anything. Flew over Niagara on our last leg, really didn't see Niagara Falls. But as we progress, it'll be different. As we get into different parts of the world, it'll be daylight and darkness. But that all adds to it, because we're trying to fly it, with all our realism turned on. So that being said, thank you guys for hanging out with us today and chatting with me as I made the flight. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Follow me if you would, and be sure that you're catching my next streams. And again, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for joining us, and that's the end of the stream today. Thank you.